Steffi, I am sorry for what you walked in on, but it isn't.
I meant what I said. Kudos to Steffi.
Hey, look, I will be pleasantly surprised if Hope stays away from my husband.
Welcome back to Soap with Joe. In today's video, we focus on predictions of the long-term scenarios on the business takeover scheme devised by Hope and Carter. However, Brooke is coincidentally dragged into this secret and faces a dilemma between Ridge and Hope's potential interests. Brooke's line has achieved a sound success, and her influence within the company has grown considerably. What if Brooke decides to side with Hope and conceal that secret from Ridge? She is likely to lose both her intimate relationship and her career. She would be labeled a betrayer, and that scandal could leave a permanent stain on her credibility. What do you think Brooke should do? Elsewhere, Elektra should be worried about Remy's return. What's the curveball Remy is about to bring to Elektra and her relationship with Will? Now, let's delve into these hints and explore our predictions for these plotlines. First, I'm genuinely surprised that Carter has taken the business deal this far. I never imagined he had the courage or boldness to pull off such a calculated manipulation. Some fans argue that Carter's usually so steady and level-headed. This new side of him is exciting, but it also feels risky. Has he thought this through, or is he letting emotions drive him? It seems that Carter is hesitating and will finally decide whether to shock the Forresters with a bold takeover. With the LLC paperwork in hand, Carter has the tools to make it happen, if everything goes according to plan. Thanks to Hope's encouragement and support, Carter is now fiercely determined to claim the throne and feels confident in his ability to succeed. However, the storyline is a roller coaster of tough choices, betrayals, and unexpected twists. Hope and Carter's plan is bound to be exposed by a third party soon. Now, the familiar pattern repeats, but this time, the eavesdropper is completely unexpected. Eavesdropping her way into this coup, Brooke now has to decide, will she expose Carter's plan and protect Ridge, or stay silent to give Hope a shot at her dream? I share the same perspective as many viewers that Brooke shouldn't get involved in this deal. Meanwhile, some soap enthusiasts are captivated by this storyline. Brooke is cornered to a difficult situation. Whatever she chooses to do, she will be in big trouble as finding herself stuck between loyalty and love. Either way, someone's going to feel betrayed, and that's the kind of drama Brooke thrives in. While Brooke keeping secrets rarely ends well for her, this could spell disaster for their marriage in case Ridge finds out she stayed quiet. Well, the question will become, who will be blamed eventually if the takeover deal is revealed? Brooke may not be the one who suffers the most. Hope is likely to face even more severe consequences. She's been fighting for her line and her place at Forrester Creations for ages, so this might finally be her moment. Sooner or later, this secret trick will be exposed, and Steffi is sure to think Hope had a hand in manipulating Carter. Can't you just picture the fiery confrontation between these two? That alone is worth tuning in for. From Steffi's perspective, I believe that Finn and Hope's close bond in the past taught her an important lesson about staying vigilant. Steffi's doubts about Carter will start bubbling over. She's not buying his loyalty to the family anymore and will vent her frustrations to Ridge, claiming Carter's devotion to the Logans is putting the company at risk. On the flip side, Ridge is so trusting when it comes to Carter, maybe too trusting. He's repeatedly defended Carter as a loyal ally, so it's no surprise Ridge will take him at his word again. Little does he know, Carter is playing a much bigger game, and by the end of this encounter, it seems Carter will walk away with all the approvals he needs to move forward with his plan. Can you imagine the fallout when Ridge realizes he's been betrayed by someone he considered a trusted friend? It's predicted that Ridge's faith in Carter is going to come back to bite him hard. Now, what makes Ridge continue to trust Carter despite Steffi's warnings? It is hinted that Ridge will accidentally spot Carter's name on the LLC paperwork and definitely ask Carter for reasons. However, Carter will have to whip up a convincing excuse to explain his signature and reassure Ridge that everything is all right. Do you think Steffi can persuade Ridge to heed the warning about abnormality in Carter's action? I doubt it, because Steffi doesn't have any solid evidence to prove Carter's betrayal. Ridge might interpret Steffi's accusations as personal vendetta against Hope and could suggest that Steffi reconsider her decision to give Hope for the future a fresh start. Second, another significant scenario in the upcoming episodes is Remy's return, bringing some unsettling vibes to Los Angeles. Will might be the only one sharp enough to pick up on his creepy behavior toward Elektra. What happened with Remy and Elektra? According to information circulating on social media, here's a theory. What if Remy isn't just stalking her, but also manipulated her in the past? Maybe he catfished Elektra online, pretending to be someone else she was genuinely interested in. Could she have sent him something personal, like scandalous photos or a steamy video? If so, the shame she feels might stem from falling for a cruel trick rather than simply being a victim. It is suggested that if Remy is as manipulative as he seems, he could have used this situation to blackmail her anonymously, holding the threat of a scandal over her head. Even though Elektra has likely managed to bury this part of her past, the fear of it resurfacing, especially now that she's carving out a new path at Forrester Creations, is palpable. To wrap up, I'm concerned about Brooke's interaction as she overhears Carter and Hope discussing their rebellion plan. Carter is a vital ally to Ridge and should be content in his role as COO. However, Carter desires to take over the CEO position and betray the one person who completely trusts him. I really feel for Brooke, who is struggling with what to do next. If I were Brooke, I would prioritize protecting my daughter. If Ridge truly cares about Brooke, he will understand her dilemma and forgive her. I think the biggest threat to Brooke is Hope's safety, rather than the betrayal of Ridge. Ridge has already heard Steffi's doubts about Carter's loyalty, but he chooses to ignore them. He should take Steffi's suspicions seriously and blame himself for his carelessness, rather than blame Brooke for not warning him about the risk. It is speculated that Carter and Hope's guilt will soon be exposed, potentially before any serious consequences unfold. As a result, Hope could face a jail sentence for her involvement in the signature fraud. If that happens, Brooke is at risk of losing her dream job at Forrester Creations. The future of Brooke and Ridge's relationship remains uncertain. In my opinion, Ridge won't lash out at Brooke for her silence, as many viewers have predicted. However, I believe Brooke's sense of morality will prevent her from continuing her work at the company. Do you think Ridge will forgive Hope's fraud if Brooke pleads desperately on her behalf? I would like to see your comments below, and we'll continue discussing interesting topics in our next videos. Until next time, bye.